What's up, guys? FuryTV here, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Today, we're going to be taking a look over some of the worst poker coolers we have come across in a Trips Over Trips compilation. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos, as your support is allowing us to continue posting videos on a daily basis.
Yeah,
I think pretty much everything, right?
I played the Open. I played only two events actually. I was lucky enough to go deep in the Open, so I missed some of the other events, and then the main event as well. It's been a fun week there.
Right, here we have Thomas raising up the King Queen, then in the cutoff, and Diogo, well, getting out of line, 3-betting the King 3 off from the button, leveraging his position against Thomas's 30 big blind stack. We've seen this, Thomas has already taken a defensive strategy against this by limping and late position a couple of times, so now obviously raising it up, we can see why. Diogo going straight after him. But more importantly, Mike, I mean, well, you're putting your glasses on because that shirt's kind of dazzling, right?
I'm getting a little dizzy looking at it there. Does the scarf even match it? I'm not sure it does, but
Maybe you need your glasses just to see that it was King 3 offsuit.
It's like one of those eye test things there. It's
90.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, we had Marcel in the booth earlier and saying he used to wear a few of these shirts back in the days in Amsterdam. Wow, what a flop this is. Disaster for Diogo. King, 5 flop. Thomas trip kings with a queen kicker and Diogo with the 3 kicker. I mean, he's taken a play here, guys, and well, the deck's not rewarded him.
I mean, this is all going to go in, isn't it, at some stage?
Seems like a great opportunity for Thomas to double up here to me. Neither one I'm getting away from 3 kings, that's for sure.
Diogo not slow playing his hand. He does bet 12 million. Thomas will just call, you'd imagine. There it is. And as Alex says, you feel like it has to go in. He's got less than pot back as it is.
He'll probably go in by the river. It'll be another small bet on the turn, I imagine.
Yeah, we've seen Thomas limp a couple of buttons and now decides to 3-bet this. But obviously the blinds have gone up. And Thomas had won some more chips.
Yeah, it's a great spot to put pressure. But it's just interesting that maybe he thought that Thomas would limp a big hand if he had been limping before.
Right.
Can't hear him.
So that's 15 into 65.
It just calls.
Yeah.
Does not raise here.
He does just call. And well, 9 on the river will change nothing. And as you say, Alex, you can almost be certain this will go, what, check and then a shove.
Yeah.
And, well, a pretty fast call.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see ace king sometimes, but there's, yeah, you're just snap calling this, I imagine.
Wow.
I wonder what Diogo actually think he's going to get called by when he I mean, he will shove, but
right.
It's one of those spots where is this guy calling? Well, what 10s probably goes in pre-flop. He's hoping to get called by 6s, 7s, 8s.
Right, he needs to get heroed off here by a pocket pair. Or of course, Thomas may have maybe perhaps got sneaky pre-flop with a hand like the aces.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you do have to shove, but
he does move it all in, and will get snapped. That's the one thing he didn't want to happen, was to get snapped. And well, he will show his king, queen. And so another double up on this final for Thomas. He right back in the mix now with 182 million chips. And well, Diogo is now down to the just over 30 big blind stack.
Now he's going to know what it feels like. Their positions are reversed.
Yeah. Oh, Diogo
Maybe
not
that
in
shirt
great
will come
shape
back
now.
into fashion.
Got a little out of line with the king 3.
He's another one I'd like all the fans at home to start tweeting at right away this morning. And
just wake him up.
Yeah, just make sure Norman's okay. Say, are you okay, Norman?
He's probably fine.
Are you well?
Norman Chad, the winner of the Big Blinds on Poker Go.
Hosted by
Hosted by me.
the one and only Jeff Platt.
Top pair for both Peter and Ioannis. Catch the big blind on demand on Poker Go.
A bit of a wide open considering the stack size for Ioannis. And no doubt, due to the fact that he's wearing that flannel, he's found himself in this favorable opportunity.
Bet 350.
That's Peter in rough shape.
There's no such thing as karma, right? He donated $3 on my stream after that hand, after he two-outed me on the river, and then he won the next day. You know, it's trolly. It's pretty trolly.
Oh,
Peter check calls. Turn is the 3.
Maybe a little concerned about 7-5, but either way, I would happily bet King 10 here on the turn. For the times that we're up against, a worse king or maybe 6x.
Oh, another king on the river. The case king comes in. Trips for both.
That is dirty.
Peter in some bad shape here with about 2 million in the pot. Ioannis with 5.4 million behind. Peter leads here for 1.4.
1.4 million.
Just the snap call from Ioannis. Says I got that one beat actually. Our defending champion up to almost 9 million. Making another run in Nottingham.
I see in the Twitch chat, Flow Junkie asking how many people are signed up for the 25k. I don't have the exact number, but I know the answer is not a huge amount. Not like last year. We had a pretty big field in that event. This year, I gather the 25k is very small. Tenner 10-3. Well, this is going to be fireworks between these two. Kelly defends with 10-7. Mark open 10-9. Wow, it's gone check on this flop. 6 on the turn. Split unlikely. Kelly cutting out. Well, pretty big bet. I like this sizing. Just under 2/3 pot. Again, Mark has a lot of showdown value when he checks back this flop, you would expect. So when she bets, she has to go bigger to target that. Little does she know, she's betting into the dominating 10-9. Given you bet the 5-2 early, you'd expect him to bet when he flops strong. And wow, that is a deathly card. The only saving grace for Mark is that the flush draw on the turn has completed. Kelly praying that's what Mark has made with top full house. And well, he makes a swift call. He's lost a lot less in this pot than he was supposed to. If he'd bet this flop, this would have been a very big pot.
Left.
Jeff, do you own any velvet shirts?
No.
You own any velvet articles of clothing?
No. Do you? Yes.
I certainly
You
do.
have that purple velvet jacket that you
I
wore
have
during the Poker Masters.
Plenty of velvet.
Yeah, that was
in
a
my
good
closet,
look.
and now I know what to get you as a gift.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Well, you'd look good in velvet, any color. Oh my!
I
oh my
do
goodness.
quite like
How in the world?
Anton's shirt, and I do like his hand here Anton and James flop trip fours.
The one time he doesn't make it 10 million, this happens.
Well, the Rowdy Rail is not going to be thrilled with these proceedings. Anton check calls flop, leads here on the turn, a sizable lead at that. That's 12.5 million.
Get ready for it, Jeff. It's about to get rowdy.
James was 71 million behind. All of it. All in and a call. 5-4 for the man they call Racky, 9-4 for Anton. The crowd was silenced quickly with that news. Plenty of chop outs. James could also spike a 5 to win outright. James Raggy Clark, the local hero, all in and at risk. River card. It's the queen. So they'll chop it up.
No. Jeff, flush.
Oh, I completely missed the flush draw.
Yeah, flush draw.
Well played.
Well, good game to James Clark. Out in fourth.
Good ante. The last 5 are back in action. Jonathan Spinks, a short stack, 16 bigs. Everybody else playing relatively deep. Jeremy's he's opening wider than anybody right now from under the gun. And this counts as a big hand, 5-handed.
I mean, I'm looking at this lineup right now, and I'm seeing Jeremy raise. I'm thinking, who is the guy that's most likely to 3-bet him with air? I can only find Jacob right now.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been. Excuse me. What's the name again?
It could have been Katie. It could have been Stephen. It could have been Neil.
Yeah.
Honestly, those were the 3 players that we've lost that were most, besides Jacob, most capable of the 3-bet. With there, I'd like to think that
and another few of the 7,000 or 8,000 that played this tournament, whose names we temporarily forgotten.
Oh boy!
This is a split pot a lot of the time, though. You know, I mean, it's
not as.
It isn't yet, but
I bet you it's
not as often as you think, Barney.
Well, no, you're right. Actually, it has to come 2 big cards, doesn't it? So. Yeah, Jeremy's in a very good. This is horrible for Maria. Yeah.
And she can always get out of
we've seen her escape tactics today.
A heart. I'm going to say a heart would be. Well, he's got the heart. If he thinks that she was calling him with a flush draw, well, I mean, he's betting again, isn't he? He's got a heart in his hand too.
Oh, I think she was
well,
very unlikely
it got him.
From what we've seen. I mean, she's a fan of the smaller pots.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's aware of the danger too. If he wants to continue, why can't he have an ace?
This is as hard as you want to work to keep this pot small. He's just bet 25 million. I mean, there's going to be, if she calls here, there's going to be 100 million in the pot.
I mean, what I do like about this girl's play is, well, first of all, the way she's been playing, but secondly, the composure she's shown. I mean, you know, this is the big stage. It's huge pressure, but she always looks calm and thinks the whole thing through.
Oh, this is horrible for her.
Well, what is Jeremy thinking?
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, he's
ace
only
10 and ace jack.
He's only beaten ace 6, ace 7, and ace 8.
Yeah. That's right.
And he's losing to the flush.
And he's seen how she played those kings.
I mean, think about it this way.
You're right, that could stand to her for sure.
What does he expect to get called by here with a value bet that he beats? It's not exactly like the World's Fair.
Ace 8, ace 7, and ace 6.
Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you?
I mean, what about King 4, Parg? Is King 4 totally gone at this stage? She wouldn't have called 25.
Yeah.
King 4, right? King of Hearts, 4 spades, maybe. maybe she'd still be there. With the
I think
king
you're right. I
queen
think it.
Well,
Oftentimes this is checked, and well, no, he's.
I'd say about 50 million would be.
I mean,
that's nice.
It's a pretty good bet by him when you take all that into account, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it though?
I don't know really.
Is it against this
I
player?
actually feel like she's much more likely to have a hand that, if I'm sitting in his shoes, I'm actually thinking she's more likely to have a hand that beats me if she calls.
She's
that's what I'm thinking.
and she's also the only player that can lay this hand down. I say, oh,
No, it won't.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I know the reason I was laughing is because
maybe she thought he had he thought she had like jacks or something like that, but
maybe she did have jacks.
But you know,
maybe she did have jacks. That's interesting, Barney. Or 7s or 8s or 6s. Yeah, that's.
it's not never that she has these kind of hands. I think he felt like he had to. He felt like he had to get some value.
If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for the best poker videos on YouTube. Make sure to also check out our previous video if you missed it, and let us know in the comments below what you would like to see on the next FuryTV.